Hey, what's up, Uncle Jesse here, Chef Jesse. How are you? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are. This is almost the year's almost over. Let's see what the new year brings. Anyway, folks, I've been cooking. I cook all kind of different things, and I love Spanish food. Well, not all Spanish food. I don't eat beans. No kind of beans. No, 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 no. I just don't like the way they look. Anyway, I like Italian food. That's about it. Spanish food, Italian food. That's about it. I don't like other foods. I'm a very picky eater. Anyway, folks, with that said, today I'm making a Latin dish. It's stewed chicken. Okay, it's stewed chicken. It's like a chicken stew. It's called Pollo Guisado. Okay, some people told me that it's called Pollo Fricassé. I don't know, but I looked it up and been studying to make it. Pollo Guisado. Okay, I've done it before, so I know how to do it, and I'm going to show you how to do it today, in case you don't know, or in case you want to do it like Chef Jesse, right? So it's very simple, folks. There's no, you don't have to season the chicken. You don't have to prepare it ahead of time, anything like that. Everything's going to get cooked in one pot, and then you make some rice with it, and you sit down and eat it, enjoy with your family with rice. I'm making some yellow rice, and I'm making the pollo guisado. So after this commercial break, I'll be right back, and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, folks, we're back from commercial break. Anyway, folks, again, I am making a recap. I'm making pollo guisado, which is it's a chicken stew. And it's very easy to make. I think it is. I learned how to make it, and it's a pretty good dish, and it's easy and it's quick, and everything gets cooked in the. There's no pre-seasoning the chicken. There's no marinating the chicken overnight. That's the best thing I like to do. I'm in a hurry. I just chop up pieces of chicken. I'm using chicken legs. I'm using some thighs, and I'm using some boneless chicken in there too. I'm throwing in there because I don't really like in this style. I don't really like the chicken, like on bone and stuff. It's me. I'm picky. Anyway, folks, let me show you how this is done. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how this is done, and I tell you, it's very easy. Okay, let me bring you over to the. I hope you can see this. Okay, there you go. You can see the pot. Some of my fans complain about they're not seeing this stuff real good, and and this is I'm dealing with what I got. If you want to donate money to my channel and so I can buy equipment, do so by all means. Anyway, folks, I'm going to start. I got this pan here. I do these things. I have a measurement in my hands and my eye. So, but what I did, I put some oil in the bottom of this pan. Okay, I use some canola oil. No HMO. I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to put the chicken in there. I washed the chicken out. Okay, some people like to cut the skin off. Peel it. You can do that. I just leave the skin there because I like to. It gives it some kind of a flavor to it, I guess. Okay, there goes all my chicken. Okay, let me wash my hands. When you're dealing with chicken, you always constantly have to wash your hands. Okay, so let me just show you what I got in here. I got pieces of thighs that I cut up in half. I have chicken legs, and I have some piece of boneless chicken for myself. Okay, and these are the thighs. I cut up the thighs, and okay. So I put the chicken in there. That's all I've done so far. I'm gonna be putting in some sofrito. Sofrito is basically green peppers, garlic, cilantro, and this other thing called recao. And you're going to put that all in there. And I'm going to use some sofrito. So sofrito, you can make it at home, homemade, or you can buy it in the store. Okay? So here's my sofrito. Okay? And I'm going to put maybe 2 big tablespoons. I'll put a little bit more. Okay. So there goes my sofrito. So everything's going to go into this. There's nothing, it doesn't have to be in a necessary order. I'm going to put some tomato sauce in there, okay? I'm not going to use too much tomato sauce because it makes it too like, I don't know, there's a weird taste to it, like too Acidity. That's what I'm trying to look at. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my chicken in there. I'm gonna use about half a can, 3/4 of a can, and I'll add some later on as it's cooking. So okay. I'm gonna add some garlic because you gotta have garlic. You know me and garlics, okay? So don't be scared about the garlic. I love garlic. There you go. Okay. Then I'm gonna use some salt. No, actually, I am going to use this Goya adobo, which is an all-purpose seasoning, and it comes with pepper. It contains actually garlic, and it has black pepper. It's got salt, so it's got all the stuff that you need. So you gotta be careful with this stuff because this is a little bit salty. So I just sparingly, and you're gonna taste this later on as it's cooking. You're gonna see if it's needing it. So there you go, not too much. I used it sparingly. Okay. I'm going to use a bay leaf. Bay leaf gives it a lot of good flavor. And I'm going to use one or maybe two. This is kind of strong, so you just got to... Two will be good. Okay. Now, some people don't add water to this because the chicken lets out the water, but I want to have like enough gravy. I'm going to add some olives with the pimentos. There you go. Get every piece in there. Okay. And then I'm going to add a accent. This is a culantro and achote. It gives it a nice color that you're looking for. So I'm going to add this to it as well. 1 envelope is what I usually use. And it's going to mix in there, I'm telling you. Okay. And I have a few people that do this and they do it differently and, whatever. But this is the way I've learned how to do it. I'm going to take 1 cup of water, well, 1 cup like this, and I'm going to put it in there, okay? And remember, this is going to cook in there, it's going to evaporate. So I didn't use the whole cup, I just used a little bit just to cover the chicken up. And I'm also going to put potatoes in this. I'm going to put about 2 potatoes in there, cut them up in cubes and put them in there. I'm not going to put them in right now because it will cook too fast and then the potatoes will break apart. So I'm going to peel these potatoes. I'm going to keep them on the side, and then when halfway this is done, I'm going to put the potatoes in. So basically, this is it. This is done. This is what you're looking for. Okay. So you cover this up. And you turn it on, and you forget it. Okay. I put this on low or medium, and I start to till it starts to boil and everything. And then you check the flavor. After it's boiling and everything, just scoop up some of the flavor. And see how it tastes, see what it's missing. Oh, I forgot to put some black powder in there. Okay, definitely put some black powder in there. Okay. And you can mix up the stuff in it. You can mix, everything's going to get mixed in there. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And that's it. Cover. Yeah. You're going to let this boil in there for, I usually do it for about an hour. Usually it could cook faster than that, I'm pretty sure. But about an hour or so, I'm going to let this boil, and then I'm going to taste it, make sure that it's not missing anything. And then halfway done, maybe when I'm 15-20 minutes after everything is all cooking and everything, I'm going to throw in the potatoes. I'm going to show you how I'm going to peel the potatoes now in this video. That I have this potato peeler that it's unique. I mean, I've never seen a potato peeler like this. I got it from an old guy who got them. It's a Swiss blade, and these things are great. He used to sell them in the streets. The guy was well dressed in a suit, and he used to do demonstrations, and he was all over the place. He sold 2 for $5 and 1 for $3. Anyway, he passed away a couple of years ago, and his daughter, I heard, inherited the business. But I'm pretty sure she doesn't go on the streets and sell this stuff. It's probably online or something. So this is the potato peeler, and I'm going to show you how it gets done. So folks, we're back, and I'm going to start peeling my potatoes, and I'm going to show you how I peel these potatoes amazingly with this potato peeler. It's nothing fancy. It looks like something you made out of in your garage, probably did, but it works great. So let me show you. So I got these potatoes. I got the potato peeler. Okay, this thing is, you can't cut your hands or nothing. I mean, this was really, and it's made from a blade that's, look at that. Now, have you ever peeled potatoes this fast? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. This is amazing. I should be doing a commercial on TV. This is amazing. There you go. Look at it. And then you just cut the tip, you know. There goes the tip. Oh, look at that. Probably missed it already, huh? There you go. Okay. I'll show you some more. Take the potato. There you go. Don't worry about cutting your hand because it won't cut your hand. Look at this. Look at how easy. Look how easy. I got a friend of mine who ex-neighbor who asked me she's gonna come and steal this from me. Anyway, I'm doing some research and I'm trying to find these things because, like I said, the guy's daughter took over the business, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't go to the streets selling these things. But she, I saw her on TV one time in the news talking about her father, and this thing is great. It looks like something homemade, but it works great. So, okay, so I got my. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut these in like quarters or whatever. I don't know what you call them. Okay, like so. There you go. I'm gonna cut them like that. I'm gonna cut them in quarters. There you go. There you go. There you go. And this gives it a good, nice taste as well. And some of it will break down and it'll thicken up the sauce. That's why I'm not worrying about the sauce. There you go. So that was one potato, which looks like this. I'm gonna add the other potato. Let me cut that corn off. It looks kind of green. And I'm gonna do this potato. And these potatoes are gonna taste so good. I'm telling you, they absorb all the flavoring. And they taste good. I'm telling you. So I'm using about 2.5 potatoes. Because I don't want, too many potatoes, right? 2 potatoes, Okay, and there you go. So I cut them in 4s. I don't know. Some people cut them in quarters. It's up to you. It's up to you. So I think this is enough potatoes. Okay. Now my chicken here is starting to boil, and I'm going to show you how it looks. Look at that. Look at this. I'm going to spin it around. I mean, this stuff. And I'm going to taste it because I need to taste it to see if it needs anything else. So let me take this plastic spoon here. Let me go over here. And you got to be careful because this is hot. This is perfect. This is perfect. Let me put this in a little cup here. Okay. I'm gonna cool this off here. Okay. And I'm gonna taste it. It tastes perfect from what I'm tasting so far. Folks, it is perfect. With no measurements or nothing. It's just perfect. Okay? Perfect. So nothing else needs to be added to it. Just keep boiling it. Like I said, just keep boiling it. I usually do about, 45 minutes to an hour. It's probably cooked quicker than that, but that's what I do. I let it simmer and everything. But right now, everything, it tastes perfect, folks. It really does. I'm going to just bring the flame down a little bit. And then in a few minutes, I'm going to add my potatoes that I cut up so it can start simmering in there as well, because the potatoes take a little while to cook, so I want to make sure that I get everything timed right. Okay. And then I'm going to be making my rice, okay? Now, I'm not an expert at making rice by far, because I don't eat rice that much. I don't like rice. But once in a while, I do have it, And I'm going to show you how I make my rice. Uncle Jesse's rice, Chef Jesse's rice. Maybe it's a crazy way, but this is the way I make it. Stay tuned. So folks, I'm making my rice. I've added, I'm making about 2 cups of rice. Because like I said, I don't eat too much rice, and 3 cups is a lot of rice here in this house. So anyway, I started out with my, a tablespoon of olive oil. I cut up some little pieces of ham, cooking ham, which is going to give it a nice flavor, and I won't have to add that much salt because the ham is salted, and that will help me out bringing down the salt contents. I put some sofrito in it. I put like 2 tablespoons of sofrito, and I put about a quarter of the can of the of tomato sauce that I have so far, and I put some. And that was it. And okay, so I'm gonna be mixing this around, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to bring you over to that pan down there. Okay, so this is my rice here. Okay, and I'm sauteing all the flavors. It smells good. I got the sofrito in there, the tomato sauce. I put some of the accent with chote to give it some color, and I keep mixing this around because you have to be careful. Okay, you gotta be careful. I'm just gonna let this simmer in there. My chicken is looking great. I'm gonna add my potatoes to my chicken. There goes my potatoes, and I'm gonna put my potatoes in there. Okay. So the potatoes will take about a half hour to cook or something, so it's gonna help. Okay. And there you go. Okay. Okay. Checking on my base for my rice. Okay. And I think it's okay. So it's okay. So I'm ready to put in the. This tastes delicious. So I'm ready to put in my water. I have 2 cups of water here. There you go. And then I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna bring that to a boil. Then I'm gonna add my rice. Okay. Like I said, I'm no expert making rice. I make rice maybe once a month, if that. And we'll see. But it comes out okay. This is just plain rice. Nothing, it's just a plain yellow rice that I'm gonna make to eat with the chicken guisado. Okay, so stay tuned. So folks, my water for the rice is boiling, and I'm gonna put my rice in. There you go. I'm gonna mix it around, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to a boil. Okay, and then when it boils again, then I will cover it up, lower the flame, lower the heat, and then cook the rice until all the water is absorbed and everything is made. Okay, so let me just bring that up to a boil again, the second boil. And when the second boil is coming up right now, I'm going to let that boil for maybe a minute or 2, and then we're going to lower the flame, cover it up, and wait for all the water to be absorbed, and then your rice should be done. And hopefully it comes out okay, right? Because like I said, I'm not an expert making rice. So that's me. So anyway, folks, I'll be right back. So here you go, folks. It's I brought it to a second boil for a couple of minutes. Put the cover on. I like these covers. The steam coming out of this little hole there. And I lowered the flame. Let me check my chicken. Check my chicken, I said. I ain't saying anything nasty. Check my chicken. So my potatoes are almost done. I can tell by you can look at the potatoes and see how They're almost done, okay? So I lowered the flame on this so that it could just simmer. And then in a little while, when those potatoes start cooking, it's gonna this liquid is gonna thicken up. And I'm gonna show you how the end looks. It's not gonna look like all that liquid, like that watery liquid. It's gonna get thick. Believe me, it will. So, with that said, folks, there it goes. There goes dinner today. Pollo fricassé, the pollo guisado, and yellow rice. So very simple, simple for me. I don't know, but anyway, let me lower the flame. And this is steaming. I don't know what the hell's going on. And anyway, folks, I'm gonna come back with a second video to show you how this ends up and how it looks and everything else. So see you in a bit.